Hello everyone, and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par, and it's time to play Seablock. Let's see what we did in the previous episode. In the previous episode we built this awesome block. Really great block, and we're just waiting for research to happen. I'm not quite sure why exactly we have problem with the research. Let's see. So we have everything here, that's great. We don't have shortage of Critinium anymore. We do have slight shortage of copper, but we have some copper plates and okay, and a shortage of coils. That's bad. This is worse though. We don't have any red chips and we don't have blue signs. Let's double check what's happening with them. So blue signs, it's missing copper. Okay, fine. Red chips, they're missing silver. Interesting. And oh, okay, I get it now. In the previous episode, or like the episode before, we changed the spot, right? So that now... Alright, so that's basically the problem. We need to change this a little bit. How do we do that? How do we do that? Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe we could just you know, delete this, move this to the side maybe, and maybe that's gonna be enough. Right, and we could actually pull this kind of here directly like that. Let's send more ingots over there. Right, we'll send... Actually, let's send both lanes of ingots. Like this. I think this is gonna be better, because we probably don't need lots of ingots, but when we do need them, I would prefer to have wires, I think, over just regular silver. I'm not sure, but let's try. Let's try, and here we need to somehow... So let's say one silver will be coming from here. Like a bit of silver will be coming from here, and we'll also have some silver being sent over there. Okay. We can move this here. And maybe do something like this. Yep. I need to figure out exactly how to connect everything there. I'm not quite sure. Right, let's see what's happening here. Let's tell robots that we would like to landfill more stuff. We want to landfill this spot so that you can build even more, so that you can produce even more Critinium. And this thing seems to be fully constructed. I don't really see any issues with that one. Okay, good. What should we do next? Let's check what we have on to-do lists. Polluted fish water in main base, inserter. It's here. We're talking about the spot. Inserter is fixed. However, this thing is not fixed. Let's go to our base and we'll change that. So we want to have fish water in here. Let's start sending it. Okay, so we have fish water. Let's take a look. We don't have wood for some reason. Right, this is done. We design iron steel plates block. Let's check. I think we already did that. We already did it in a couple of episodes ago. It's redesigned. It's working. I think. So nothing to do here. Lubricant and base mineral oil from fishing. We did it. We did it recently. So we have lubricant, we have base mineral oil, we have polluted fish water. Good stuff. Okay, this is done. Speed modules and beta assemblers. Okay. Naphtha block from syngas. I'm still not sure whether I need that. Silver block to use coolant. It's not using coolant yet. That's unfortunate. Okay. The wood. Let's see. So we're missing a couple of things here. These are generators. We have 3 temperate seed generators and 1 swamp generator. Let's basically like try to copy this part and maybe paste it on the side over there, and we had 3 temperate generators. Let's add a couple here. Okay, temperate, and there are swamp generators. Here's a swamp one. Let's grab this one as well. Let's try again. This thing. This thing. And oh, sorry, and this one, like that. Now, what I'm worried about is the fact that we don't really have lots of whatever is coming there. Mud, soil, it's not enough. Soil. Let's increase the speed of this assemblers producing soil, because I have a feeling that it's like underbuilt. I think I remember underbuilding something to just really fit in this like small amount of space that we have. This stuff, we can probably speed this up as well. This thing, let's also speed this up. I don't know whether it's actually needed, but it's okay, gotta be fine. Now, let's get back to silver. Since we broke the silver, we better fix it. Okay, so here we have it. We will have a splitter here, and all the stuff should just work. We need to add a wire connection to make sure that the conditions are correct there, but I feel, yeah, this should work just fine. This part, so we'll send stuff to the right, mostly this thing to the left. I'm not sure about this one. I'll probably remove it later, but then might be better to remove the other one instead. Right, maybe let's send it to the left, and then we'll remove the top one at some point, maybe. I don't actually know. So I'm not sure it's a good idea to send all silver ingots in there, but right now we are super short in silver, so it doesn't seem like such a bad idea, to be honest. Okay, 1, 2. Here, what do we want? We want to say something like, we want to have at least 50,000 silver ingots. Okay, good. Look at that. It's working. We should produce lots of them soon. They will get delivered. Nice. And we're already almost ready for that block. Let's place this one, this one. Place this one here. Okay, we have that stuff done. Now, let's build this part. It requires... So this is output, this is input, right? Let's paste... wait, we don't need to paste that thing. We can paste this thing here. Medium. Fall on the way. Let's upgrade this. We'll try to paste it again. I'm really surprised that we are still using old kind of things here. This one, this one, this one. Looking good. all of that is working. We have the arrows marking like where are various things. So I think that's a pretty good. Oh, here, look at that. We don't have a marker here. That's a bad sign. That basically means that we can probably delete this whole block. Well, not the block, but like this whole kind of thing. Here we have the sign. We have a bad connection. Let's fix it. Here. Okay, stuff is looking good. Let's figure out how we are gonna build this block. Okay. So, in the previous episode we built this stuff that produces a lot of meat. And we'll copy it over here, so that we have two actually places with the meat production, right? So now, let's focus on this block. This block will be about, let's say, well, first of all, we need to have a connection here, like a power connection, just like that. Okay, and we need to move our invisible character over there. Right, here. Let's see. So, this block, the block here, is about having these three processes for the biters. Like we will be growing biters and producing raw crystal splinters, shards, and crystals out of them. And if you look at this, we need a lot of splinters and a lot of biter refugiums for that. Interesting. For that we need less of them, like fewer of them, and for this we need fewer. And okay, what's happening with the ratios? 7, okay, 8 to basically 5. 5 to 3. Like 13 to 9. I don't get these ratios. Let's just try and see what we can do in terms of like placing them. If you place like this many, for example. Okay, maybe like that. How many is that? That's 12, and we need 60. So let's say we go in for 10. We need nutrient pulp that can be supplied just from one side. We are lucky about that. And then we'll need to supply meat and biters, and we'll get splinters and biters out of that. So let's kind of do similar trick as we are doing here with a belt, as you know, circling around this build and providing it with the inputs. One thing here is that we have splinter as the output, and we already have two sides. So here we are using two sides of the belt for like the input, for two inputs. Here we'll also be using two sides. Okay, one problem. We have 16 here per second. The belt has only 15 per side, but this is only 1/3 of our build, right? It's only for 20 of these things. If you place like a couple of more below, it's actually not gonna be that bad. As bad. We will have a separate belt with the output of this splinters, or whatever the name is. And while we are at it, let's maybe move it a little bit up, like that maybe. I feel it should be really nice. Okay, 1, 2. Here is a third copy, and I feel like we'll need something similar on this side. Do it, yeah, like that. So that would contain 60. Now we need 15 plus 15 more, so it's oh, we have a problem. There is not enough to fit all of this in one block, because this is just 60 of this, and we need a bunch of these things placed, these things, and most importantly like this, two things, like 15 plus 15. That's bad. Let's do the following. let's say we are adding like tier 1 speed modules here. Okay, that's good. That's already 37. That means that we are back to just like 2 of these blocks. 20 plus 20. It's 40. Okay, this is good. What about the other ones? Can we... So we have 10 in one line, right? Yes, we have 10. Will this be enough or not? Yes. Yes, that's awesome. This is looking great. We have enough. Yeah, we have enough. That's great. Now, how do we make this part work? Okay, so we have, let's say we have another of this, but it will be a little bit different, right? Because we basically, I want to share nutrient pulp, I think. I'm not actually sure, but I want to try, this approach. So let's say we'll have a circle here of like BITER stuff. And we'll have in the middle the output, like that. We can actually move it a little bit higher up, I think. Right, and we can take exactly the same thing and just drop it on this side. So this line will be for large biters, like this things. Oh, sorry, the small biter. Right, it's a different thing. So we'll have basically 4 of these lines. It's 40 needed here, 1 line 10 needed here, and another line 10 needed here. We can actually figure something out on the other side right there. Oh, and we could figure something out here. Maybe. So we'll have some queens produced. Let's see. I might decide to move this whole block a little bit down if I want to build something on top of it and below it. For now, though, let's get filter inserters here, and we'll be placing this output, broccoli splinters, on that thing. And we'll be placing things here. And we'll be taking things back from there. Would it work? And then I think you can just copy it, rotate it, and place stuff down there. Let's see. This biters. How about we call it biters? Oh, okay, biters. Fine. And this will be... Actually need like splinter thingies, right? Okay, this one, and this one. These are actually the outputs that we care about, right? We're producing those. These are input. This is the input. And here we have the output for the biters process. Here's the output. Good. What's happening with our silver? We have... Oh, look at that train. It's going over there to the wires. And it already had some ingots. That's good. So that means that wires are actually getting produced. We have how many? We have like some amount of wires. Did they get delivered here? Yes, they have been delivered here. That's good. We have some wires. We are producing... well, aluminium is a little bit strange. We're almost out of it. Actually, why? How is that happening? Oh, I see. These inserters are not fast enough to keep up with 2 belts, I think. I think that's what's happening. Maybe. Anyway, this seems to be working. Fine. Let's proceed with figuring out what to do here. So we need this part. It needs to get nutrient pulp. Do we need anything else? Need nutrient pulp and alien processed meat. That's the only stuff that we require here. Let's ask for them. Right, and let's set up the power connection. So power goes like this. Let's ask for the meat. Meat. This meat. We want 200 stacks, of course. And we want nutrient pulp. What is it? Somewhere here. Nutrient pulp. We'll also ask for 200 stacks. We will have to export. Well, not exactly export, more like return the things, the barrels that we'll be using for nutrient pulp, and I'm not sure we want to have this at all. There. Nice. So here's the process. Oh, and we got the things. This too will be longer inserters, like that. One will contain. It's about small things, right? Crystal? No. Splinter? No. Raw crystal shard. And this one? Crystal splinter. Shard. Crystal. I'm not sure about what's going on here. Maybe we really need some research. Maybe we need this one. Actually, why don't we get all three of this? Because it seems to be very straightforward. It doesn't require blue signs. Actually, yeah. I think that's a pretty good choice, because it doesn't require blue signs. Speaking of blue signs, do we have anything else that we can just research? Okay, farming. Like these two things. Super cheap. Tool belt. Not sure about that. Let's cancel it, resume. Let's get back to this a little bit later. But right now our main problem is blue signs, so let's just go through a couple of researches that don't require blue signs. Bioplastics, arboretums. I mean, this is looking fine, but I don't think we really need that. Yeah, then we have the process going. Speaking of our process, do we have... so, if you look at this stuff, how much do we have? I think it's like some sample. 11,000, good. And science, it's like plant science. No, it's optimized biome planner. 1.4 thousand. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We might... You know what? It's okay. Oh, we are limited here, like this. Let's increase the limit to 1,000. So we have a slightly larger limit. And we should be able to output like more stuff to just have a little bit better, I guess. This is a very slow process, so it's better if we have larger buffer, right? That's the idea. Right, let's get back here. We will be building that stuff. We need to figure out what to do. Let's first try to figure out what we are gonna do with large biters, these ones. We require 7 biter refugiums. Yeah, that's the thing, I can't really do anything about that. 1. Okay, let's... Oop. I need to make a note because I was interrupted, and I need to edit this out. Okay. Okay. I edit a note. Well, edit out the interruption. Let's see. We need to add. So these things, they are needed in order to produce BITERs. So we are actually interested in adding up some BITERs from this side, and we probably want to be adding up like the meat maybe from like this side. Yes, the meat will come from this side, let's say, and the BITERs will come from the other side. Good. We will need to add the BITERs. However, the problem with BITERs is that it is like this sticky process with the BITER and the queen. And what exactly is happening here? This part produces raw crystals. This part will be producing so this is consuming BITER egg. This is producing BITER egg. This one is consuming BITER queen. This one is producing BITER queen. And overall, it's supposed to be BITER queen positive. I think I'll be just placing BITER queens in a chest. Okay, and here what do we have? We have 4.7 and 3. Here we have 7.6 and 5. So this is a lot. And here we have 12.7 and 8.5. So it's like almost double, I think, of that. Not quite, but very, very close. Need to figure out the placement for all these things. How would we do that? How would we do that? Let's see. Let's maybe start with this thing. So we need, first of all, this part. That's straightforward. So to paste, oh, we can't even paste because we don't have recipes. But we do have recipes for this one. Very interesting. So, how about what would happen if we don't move big BITER X at all? And what if we also use speed modules here? So let's say, because I think we are super short on space, let's just assume that we'll speed these things up, right? But for now we will not actually build them with speed modules, so that the ratios are still kind of okay-ish. And here we also have speed models. Okay, let's start with this one. We have 4 and 3. This seems straightforward. I basically want exactly the same block, I guess. Okay, maybe we need to move it a little bit further down. We'll have exactly the same block. Maybe even with exactly the same cycle around. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. Not fully sure about that one. And these things, the BITER X, they can actually be delivered kind of right here. It can be delivered by inserter, basically right here. So we could have like stack inserter. It's probably fine, and we'll be taking stuff from there and placing it over there. This process takes BITER X. This one produces BITER X. So this thing will be given BITER X to this one. This thing is also producing big BITER queen. And it consumes big BITER queen. This process doesn't produce big BITER queen. So, okay, so we'll be big BITER queen positive, and I guess we'll have like something like this. Just like it will go around like that. The point of this is that it will be given us big BITERs, and we'll have to filter out. No, we wouldn't need to filter out big BITER queens. I mean, we kind of would. We would need to slow down the belt basically here and kind of do the tick. We'll do that. That should be straightforward. Right, this thing though, it can really be just set up like that, and it should work fine. So we'll have, you know, this step there. We have 5 plus 5, whatever. Well, it's not exactly the exact ratio, but it's good enough. Here, we could also make use of the same approach. We'll just copy this, turn it like that, and it will work. Nice. That means that we actually have some space to move this a little bit down, I think. Do it like that, right? We could move this stuff a bit down. By how much? By this much, I would say. We can really move it all the way over there. Good. And now the only thing that we'll need, well, we'll obviously need some power poles over here. Okay, the important part, it's gonna be a bit tricky to prime this, to be honest. I think it's gonna be tricky to prime, but it should be possible. Right? Is this gonna be tricky to prime? Oh no, it's not gonna be tricky to prime. We'll just prime it. Just prime 1 with BITER queen, and then it will be like BITER queen will be generating. No, we'll prime it with the egg. The egg will generate BITER queen. BITER queen will be consumed by some of them, and then it will generate like more eggs, and it will work. It will work. Good. Now, do we have the research? Can we filter those things already? Or not? Maybe now? Splinter. Oh, look at that, yes, rock crystal splinter. We can send splinters over there, except this will go on the other side of the belt. This thing will be sending non-splinters, right? It will not be splinter, it will not be... Wait, we have only simple splinters, it seems. Maybe we should just tell exactly what we are supposed to be getting there. We're supposed to be producing small biters. So maybe we could just say that here we want BITERs. No, we can't do that. Crystal. Where are we getting crystals? Right here. Right, this is raw crystal shards. Oh. Right, raw crystal. Oh. That's a pretty high-tech process. It requires purple science. Well, we do have purple science, but still, it's not trivial. It's not a trivial one. Interesting. So this is crystal stuff. Let's just say that here and the biters, we will not have biter recipe for a while, right? Biter refugium. It requires blue science. Do we have blue science now? Let's check. What's actually happening with our science? We don't have blue science. That's sad. Why we don't have blue science? Because we don't have red chips. If we go to red chips, why we don't have red chips? We actually do have red chips. They're probably going to the blue ones, right? Most likely. You know what? Let's do the following. Let's say we actually really care about blue science. We don't care about other stuff, but we want blue science to work. So priority will be 30. Maybe a bit large and somewhat random number, but yeah, we'll do that. We will do that. Let's see. This part will handle the biters, right? How does it work? We are placing stuff. Well, first of all, I think I just want to rotate all of that. And like flip it like that. Yeah, that's the way I would like it to work. Is this the way? Let's double check. So if we are, this one will be producing the X. No, this one, yes, is producing the X. It's this one. And it requires big biter queen. And big biter queen is produced by this one. So we want the stuff to be placed here. And this one will be taking things from there. And in addition, both of them are supposed to take the meat. This thing will take both the meat and big biter queen. This one will take only the meat. The egg will be given from here, and we need to have this thing. Let's do this. It's actually, I think, not a big one, it's a medium one to have on that side, but it's okay. It is okay, it's pretty much the same thing. I think it's also pretty much the same thing. No. Yes. Yes, it is. Same stuff. Good. That is good. So this is our basically these two things set up. Now we will need right, and I believe we can actually move, if we wanted to, this part a little bit down. Let's not do it yet. Let's figure out what exactly we need to do here. We need 7.8 connected to what is happening. Oh, I see. Let's. Wait, was there like a connection? How did this happen? I'm not fully sure. I don't think it was like really connected here. At least it doesn't seem to be the case. Right. Let's maybe delete this block, and we'll also add undergrounds to make it look like really nice. So this will have undergrounds right here. We'll copy that and just paste it down there. We'll delete this part and we'll delete this one. Here and here. Good. Great, actually. How much space do we have? Don't have lots of space here. It's okay, probably. It's probably okay. Let's see. So we want what we want. We want to place 7.9 of this. We basically want to have 8 of this placed in some way. And then we want another 6. Or like 8. It could be basically like 1-to-1 kind of. Yeah, we could think about this as like 1-to-1 relation. Right, let's maybe like do something like that. And here. Oh, this is not great. We have to do it like that. Okay, we can actually fix these things a little bit. We gotta go there, move here and change it like this. Good. This part will also be changed a bit. This one for some reason doesn't have connection. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be like this. This is gone, this connection is gone. Good. Now, we have 8. If I place 8 here, and kind of like this, is this gonna work? Wow, that's not a lot of space actually that we have. I can say that we really have a lot. Oh, but we could make it connected like this. Let's think. So if you move it there, we can actually allow these things access to that. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, like that. Like this. So, oh, this is gonna be tricky to fit all of this in the space. It's gonna be really tricky. But I feel it's possible. I feel it is possible because this circle could basically kind of mimic this one, except it goes around, like fully around. So we pretty much want to keep the kind of the direction here. So we want to keep the direction, right? Like that. And we had too many of this. Why is that? Alright, because everything got shifted. No, yes, everything got shifted. It's bad. Let's move this a little bit down. Like this, I think. No. like this. We'll want to move it down like this, right? Because this stuff, you want to place things on the belt and the next one to pick up. Let's copy it. So we are placing stuff on the belt and the other part will be picking those up. Here it's pretty much the same, except the picking up part happens a little bit further down the line. So let's grab these things. We'll just flip them. And have exactly the same kind of approach. Just like that. Good. So from now on, what we have? We have some splinters getting here. How do we do that? Right. We can move all of that a little bit to the side. What's going on? What is going on here? Why is this getting blown up? I don't understand the problem. Oh, I see. I understand the problem now. Now I get it. That's the problem. And the one tiny issue is that we need to have a connection here, I guess, like that. And we need to have like this kind of things just placed. Okay, good. Good. This is looking pretty good. It's complicated. Like setting up stuff without seeing the recipe. Yeah, it's strange. And we are still short on red circuits. What can we do about that? Can we speed this up? I mean, probably can. Let's try and speed this up, because I just want to get at least, like, you know, this hatchery with... is this hatchery that we are placing? No, it's battery-free gem. Wait, but hatchery... Oh, we need hatchery in order to be able to get the buffer, and then we'll need to have... Okay, buffer fusion, and then we'll need to be using... gases. But no, not this one. We'll need another one. We need a lot of science. What is the ratio of red circuits to science? It seems to be 5 to 1. So we need like 10,000s of red circuits, and we kind of do have 10,000s. Okay, let's try. Let's say, oh, but the limit is 10,000 here. So it will be delivered by itself to the station with the highest priority, which will be blue science, really soon. Right, priority 30. We'll just wait for that, we will not be touching those things. It's okay. Right, here. Are we getting nutrient pulp? It needs to be on. Of course it needs to be on. It's kind of obvious. So we'll have to have nutrient pulp delivered. And then it would also have to be, I think, kind of shed maybe here. Okay, so it's a little bit hard to tell. Right, what we're doing? We are taking this thing. We'll need to rethink it anyway. I think this part will need to be... Oh, this doesn't work the way I wanted it to work. This doesn't work the way I want it to work. It's okay. We'll have to come up with something better here. We'll probably have to just move everything up a little bit. Right, how much are we actually producing? Here, we are producing 16 sprinters per second. Which means this is not great layout. That's what it means. In this part, we are removing this thing, we are allowing these ones, and we are not allowing that one. Now, the question is, where would we place everything? So here the output are small biters. Let's say we'll be keeping small biters on the... Should it be on the outer edge or not? We'll need to check, we'll need to think about that. Right, and let's say we'll have the meat on the inner edge. Yes, let's do it like this. This are placing things on the outer edge, and I feel like the configuration here should work. Like, ideally, I would like to actually, like, double check that it's working correctly. You know, make sure that it's set up properly, but we don't have the tech, and yeah, we don't really have anything else to do at this moment. At least I don't think. I don't think we do. So this is a small one. The large one we'll figure it out later. This is also about small ones. And here, and the process is very, very similar, right? We want the thing to be sent from... Let's double check again. Let's double check again. This is small, right? Right, small biters. This part takes input, provides some output. It's this one, right? It provides both small biters and small biter queens. This part will take small biter queens. This type part will... Why? Okay, I see. I see now why. I see. Like that. It will take... Let's think again. I think there is some problem with this setup, because this part is producing small biter queen. This one doesn't care about small biter queen. That means that there needs to be some output here. Here, it needs to be an output. And it probably, most likely, has to be a filter inserter. We have to use filter inserter for that. Like that. And the first process, it produces small biter queens and small biters. The second one, only small biter queens, and they will share the same lane, I think. So the second one, this one, the one further down the line, it should not take the X. Right, okay, now we remember, right? The second process should not take the X. Let's do that. Let's make sure that's the case. And we need this thing to be shared here. Wait, in which direction? Right, back. And here, this thing needs to be shared also back. So I guess the direction is kind of like this, in a way. So back here means... Wait, what does it mean? It means that whatever has the filter inserter as the output. From there, we need to take and send directly to the other one. What is going on now? Oh no. Okay. This seems to be much better. We probably want to have this connection. And maybe this connection. Probably. No, hard to tell. This would need to be adjusted though. Right, we'll need to basically place these things over there. This also, I mean, this can actually just be cleared, to be honest. This can be cleared, cleared. Well, let's move it actually to the side. Conditions here are correct, so the thing that is taken, and here is another one, right? Wait. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. It needs to take things from there and drop them there. That's the way it's supposed to work. It's been destroyed now. Let's see. I see. It's okay. It is okay. So it's supposed to work like that. We're supposed to take from these things that are in front and place it on the back kind of things. Oh, look at that hatchery. We are finally performing some research. That's great. Oh, and we ran out of blue science. Almost. Yeah, we need a lot of science. We'll need a lot of science. But it's okay. So we'll be getting some meat from there. We'll most likely be getting something else from here. Okay, we'll get meat from there. We'll fix this. Right, and this part is supposed to give us not small BITER eggs, right? So let's say egg. We don't have BITER eggs. Okay. We'll have to, I feel, finish this build later, but let's quickly check something. So this line, what is it? These are splinters. These are the other splinters, and maybe we could even move them a little bit further back, like that. Right, and these are even like more kind of different splinters. Right, this is medium stuff, this is large stuff, and we'll have them handled right here. We might even do something like this. Or we could make whatever, it's gonna work. Whatever we do, it's gonna work. Nice. Now the only kind of part here is with the meat. So if we are bringing the meat, the other one, this is raw meat, but we need the other meat. That's strange. Fish pulp. I'm slightly confused. This process that we set up here, this thing, it's supposed to have the meat. Very strange. This meat. I see, we just don't have it yet. We don't have the technology. We need BITER refugium, and that will come... Oh, so we are doing hatchery, then we'll have puffer refugium, then we'll have another puffer refugium. Okay, we'll have another one, and then we'll have the BITER refugium. And that is a lot of blue science, actually. That's a ton of blue science. Let's take a look. Right, I completely forgot. This builds seem to be working. We can actually do something about that, can't we? Right, let's tell the robots that we would really love... Can build something on the portal, that's okay. We'd really love to have like that built over there. It will start blowing up, that's okay. We'll copy this part to here. And we'll turn it and paste it one. Paste it. Oh, we cannot paste it again. What? Like that. Okay, we are pasting it. Good. Now we'll need to disconnect it. Let's go there. Because we want to have more ores, right? That's the idea. We want to scale our ore production as much as we can. Let's just click on all this to keep them, like to ensure that they're disconnected. This one is disconnected. This one is disconnected. This would have to be disconnected. Yeah, something like this. And then we'll add the connection once the stuff is actually placed down by the robots. And maybe we'll add some things here, like that. Okay, good. Good, that is looking pretty good. Let's see what happens. This part, I'm assuming it's shot. Oh wow, it's not shot on power. Very interesting. This one, it's also not shot on power. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. Here is our BITER stuff, and yeah, it's a bit tricky. I guess we could send some food here. How can we even do that? Right, we can do something like this. We could like send the food on the inner side of the belt there, like the meat. This could be our basically meat. Well, I guess more like that. That's the meat. And we'll be feeding this part and that part. And here, what we can do, we could say that the priority goes forward and excess is kinda merged in. And we can also slow down this process to kinda keep it the same as the other tick that we did. And this way the meat and like initial biters should reach this part. So that means that we need to seed it from here. Wait, are we really seeding it? No, we are not seeding this one. We are supposed... Okay, so this is a bit tricky. Have to think about that. We'll have to think about that a bit. What did we research now? We researched something. We researched hatchery, I think. Right. Hatchery. That means that we can actually hatch our buffers. Let's do that. Let's go here. Build hatchery. we want to have it. Right, where is hatchery? It's not here. For sure. Okay, here is our hatchery. And we will want to use it to hatch the only buffers that we have. Let's hover over all of these recipes. We are doing that. Okay, great. Now let's get that hatchery. What is it? This, no, yes, hatchery, no, hatchery. And let's just, I don't know, do something about it. Let's say we'll grab this kind of thing and we'll try to do something. What's the speed of hatching gaseous buffer? Okay, buffer, gaseous one, this one. Takes 10 seconds, it's basically nothing. We can do it, all of this, with a single hatchery. Good. That is pretty good. Yeah, this part is tricky, so we'll also need to do something about the pulp. Right, here we want the pulp, like we want to send the pulp over there. The problem is that we kinda need to connect all of this, and that's not trivial. What's happening? Oh, look at that. We can have pulp connection happening here, right? That's what I want. Let's basically do it like this, right? Here we'll do it in a similar way. 1, 2. These things don't really need connection, but okay, we'll give it to them. This one and this one. Oh, that's not great. It's fine. It is fine. We'll just use brass pipes and we might even be able to reach right there. Yep, got that. Isn't this great? And we'll use brass pipe here as well, I think. Yep, and we'll be able to reach here as well. So using one brass pipe, 2 brass pipes. We could even use brass pipe here as well, because why not? Yep, like that. Okay, let's make it look nicer, like this. So now we have Nutrient Pulp connection in place, and we will just need to deliver it somehow, right? We might actually deliver it right from here, like here to the left and here up. Should work. And from here it will spread everywhere, and it's not like we need a lot of those things anyway. Like we don't need lots of Nutrient Pulp, I believe. Oh no, we do, 80, wow. Wow, so it's 89, 40, 70. Oh, okay, okay. Is one barrel in pump enough? Yes, half of it is enough. Okay, but it's still not a lot, right? It's all of that is significantly less than 1000, so it doesn't matter how many pipes we have. It will just work anyway. But we have some issues with the power here, but I think it's mostly okay. This part, we'll need to take things from here and drop them there. This part, we'll, I think, need to take things from here and drop them there. Kind of like symmetrical. Actually, here it is indeed symmetrical. That's nice. No, not like this. What am I doing? I'll just copy it and paste it. 1, 2, 3. Now, thing that we need to do. We'll need to do here something like about the X and like the condition on the inside of it. We can do it at some like it will work. It will work. It's fine. It's gonna work. No, this part. This part is a little bit tricky because how can we like really make it like connect properly? I think we have to use something like that. And then we'll have to use something similar here as well, right? Have to have this process set up like that. Then it will go here. And it will be mixed up. So we'll have... Right, and here we have 3 types of outputs. Good. This is really good. This thing will be circling here. We will be feeding meat only from here, but it will actually be sent, okay, priority to the left. Here, input priority from the left. Right, we're prioritizing this thing. And it will basically be circling. First it will circle the top part, then it will circle the bottom part. And whatever is in here, the priority is on the part above. Let's take a look at this path again. It is BITER negative, so it needs to be fed by BITERs, by like extra BITERs, and we could actually get them from here, right? The extra BITERs can come from here, and they can basically be just delivered, like from this belt to this belt, maybe somewhere here. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, whatever, it's gonna be fine. We'll just have like something like this here, and we'll figure out what exactly to do with this belt. It's going to be fine. Oh, this is the correct one, actually. We need nutrient thingy. Nutrient pulp barrels, right? Yep. So it just gets here, and we'll figure something out about that. Good. That's great. That's actually really, really great. Let's add some lights real quick. So let's say we'll have a light here. Right? A light. A copy on it. Okay, we added lights there. We added lights here. We'll have lights here. And we'll have lights here. Okay, it's okay, I think. Right, and here we'll need to have like a filter inserter. We can actually start copying the spot, I think. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we are flipping it. Okay, not like this vertically. 1, 2. 3, 4. Well, 5, except the connection should go like that. Let's take a look at connections again. Everything here is looking okay. Actually, it's looking pretty good. Nice. And these things come from here, from here, from here, from here, from left to right, from left to right, from left to right. Nice. This is looking not that bad. It's looking pretty good. I like it. And this part will have connection established, or should have it established really soon. Maybe. Looks like we're missing purple here and here. I'm not sure it's actually needed, but yeah, we are doing that. we are doing that. Okay, that was a lot of stuff that we tried to do today. It's not really working. The things are not really working, but we are getting there. We have the layout kind of figured out. We have all these refugiums placed down. It's just a matter of actually getting the meat. That's one thing that we need. And second thing that we need, we actually need some buffer X, oh sorry, not buffer X, BITER X. We need BITER X, and we need to feed them into like this process, the one that consumes the X, meaning the one that is not outputting filter inserter. So not this one, but this one. This process needs to receive an egg, or maybe like this one. You could say this process needs to get an egg. Let's do this. Let's say we'll have a requested chest for the egg, and it will like insert it right there. And it should kickstart this whole thing. And it should just work from that point on. And the same thing here. We'll need to have a process here and here, just starting this whole egg production kind of business thingy. It will place egg here, then it will do something, it will put stuff there, it will be immediately consumed by this nest. This nest will be returning the egg, and it will be like cycling. This ones will be cycling at some point, and the only thing that we'll need to filter out from here the queens. From here we'll need to filter out the queens if we have too many of those. And from here. But we shouldn't be filtering out the biters. We should be only filtering out the queens. Right, because we are like queen positive. But not all queens actually. All, let's see. Small biter queen. Well, actually I would prefer not to do it for all queens, now that I think about it. We can mix it. We can basically set up something that like interleaves. I don't like sushi belts. I never built sushi belt. I don't like the idea, and like I'm afraid of trying. Not really afraid, but it just I think it can, like, but normal belts, when you look at them, you immediately see what's missing. With sushi belts, it's a bit, I think trickier than it has to be. Right, and this part, what's happening here? Right, in here we have the process that is exactly the same as this one, except it will have like different filter. So let's not paste it here, let's not copy paste it. We might also move it a little bit up or down. Right. Alright, and the issue with this one is that we don't have butchery. Really? We still don't have it? I'm actually not sure. I think we should be able to produce it. Let's take a look. Like this one. No, not vegetables. Animals. Butchery. We have it. We totally have it. We can actually start producing it. Like making the thing. Right. And so, yes. And we needed it also, I think, for the... Well, we needed it specifically, like, just for this line. Yes. We also need another algae farm, by the way. Where is our algae farm? Better algae farm. Let's start doing it, because at the very least it should allow us to... Like, it will allow us to get the meat produced. Maybe we should even do it before. So, puffers. Let's finish puffers, and then, before we proceed with biters, let's prepare algae processing so that we can actually start accumulating the meat. Right, and puffers I want it done because puffer process, like this one, right, gaseous puffer breeding, it's really slow. We saw we like needed 140 or something of this buildings of factories to make it work. So it's a pretty slow one. What are we doing here? And this one, I'm not even sure why we need it. We don't need this process, we just need to reach the spot. Alright. Okay, let's take a break. This was episode 170, where we were trying to lay out like a BITER farm. Didn't finish it. Did not finish it. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!